Good morning and welcome to the System Open Series, the last System Open Series in Europe from Paris, France. We are playing with new points. Wave 4 is not legal though, okay, so there's no Nabus, no Hyenas and no resistance transport pod things and stuff like that. We're getting underway here now. Okay, so let me switch you straight on over to the players' lists. Hang on a sec. So, on the left of your table you have Sébastian Artus from Paris, France. Sébastian Artus won the last System Open event in Paris, where he was flying low-fall Fen. This year he's come with Ahsoka Tano, playing with R2 Astromech and Shield Upgrade. Anakin Skywalker with R2 Astromech and a Delta 7B title. And a Gold Squadron Trooper, 2 Gold Squadron Troopers, actually. That's something I've just forgotten I had to pay attention to. But anyway, I'll get around to doing that in just one moment. Also, on the right side of your table, you've got Miguel Cela from Logroño, España. Those N's haven't come out as well as they should do. He's playing Lando Calrissian. Oh, Jesus. You got to ignore those 2 TIE Fighter cards. God knows what's happened there. How's that? Right, how? Okay, so I've got to switch these 2 off. Alright, okay. I had a problem where it was importing. When I was trying to import Sebastian's list, and for some reason it kept giving me a first order list. Anyway, so it's just Lando Calrissian with Perceptive Co-Pilot, Nien Nam and Bistan, and Hero Syndulla with Dorsal Turret, Saw Gerrera, and Veteran Turret Gunner. Let's get that off the screen before things look any weirder than they are. That's it. He's only got 2 ships. There's no Lieutenant Tabson or Scorch in this list. So yeah, let's move back on over to the table, and we can get ready for the rest of the match then. Cool. Okay, so yeah, we're ready to go. Everything's looking okay there. No, one thing I've got to do is I've got to change this guy to orange. Yep, good. And he's got turquoise on, I think it's Ahsoka. Not violet, turquoise. Oh gosh. Okay, so there we go. And they're underway. Yeah, one of the things I want to do as well. Be right back.
Oh yes, sorry. My 5.
Okay, so yeah, it's a pretty fast opening from Anakin Skywalker, deciding he wants to try and be the target priority in this case, being highly maneuverable and having plenty of force to back him up. He's going to be able to dash forward and head on back to kind of kite Hera and Lando into the firepower from the other 3 ships. Let me get myself connected to the chat right now. This one's down like this. There we go. Right, and we can go this way, this way. Turn the volume down. Okay. Okay, cool. So 73 viewers right now. Thank you for joining us. Now I'm online and running. I can see the chat, and we're all underway. So yeah, thank you for joining us. For those of you who haven't been paying attention, Sébastian Artus won the System Open event in Paris last year in June 2018 and went on to do quite well at the Coruscant Invitational. In fact, I probably have... Oh no, I think I removed recently all my ranking information. Anyway, he did. He actually, I think he went 4-2 in the end. out of the Europeans. That was quite a good placement. Oh, do you know what? I've got it on my Facebook page, actually. If I go check that quickly. Or, no, that won't work.
And boost.
So let's go Facebook, first off. And I've got to go back to posts from about
Yeah.
page. In like October 2018. Okay, we're almost there.
Take the one, please. Yes, sorry, thank you.
That doesn't exist anymore. I thought I put like a little standing screenshot in here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. From Team Europe. So Sébastian Artus ended up being top 10 of Europeans of the 25 that went, and with 4 wins. Yeah, he made it through to the top cut the next day. And I think he got eliminated in top 16 or something like that. So, for those of you who are following on Facebook, First Earth on Facebook, which I think is First Earth TV on Facebook, facebook.com/First Earth TV. See, now I've got to double check that as well to make sure I'm not talking out my back end. So there's a couple of channels where it's got to be TV.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, YouTube and Twitch are First Earth.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you see. It's in the, okay.
I change now. When I move, I change.
Okay, and you'll have seen a post go up this morning regarding the live stream to announce that the stream was live, and also to inform you of one of the things that has been that's a very poignant note to this System Open series in Paris. Louis Vernochet was one of the most standout community members in the French X-Wing community, having served as a judge at national events, won the Belgian national championship one year. He died 3 weeks ago, having succumbed to lymphoma cancer, and so as a result, a lot of what is happening here today, a lot of people are remembering that. My part in that is that I have chosen as a visual aspect with the live stream. The visual aspect of this live stream, I am wearing one of his squadron t-shirts. He was known as Combo Rex, and so I have, let me just switch the camera over here so you can see. I'm going to try not to talk about it too much. That's the reason for me wearing the t-shirt, is so that it's more of a visual representation rather than needing me to explain it constantly. This is Combo, Louis Vernochet's polo from when he would play, and that's my homage to his absence today. And that's the reason for that this weekend. You will be seeing me wearing this shirt as in kind of mourning, in remembrance, in homage to Louis. Okay. Ah, merci. Merci.
Yeah, it's just good.
Okay. So yeah, Anakin dashed back, having seen that the two large ships were coming straight towards him. And it looks like they're going to try and pursue through the asteroid field. to try and look for a more favourable engagement for being smaller, more spry ships than the two large base ships that they're up against, and taking advantage of the asteroids for cover. The asteroid's been placed quite neatly, quite tightly knit in that centre left area of the board,
And boost for action.
which is going to make it very difficult for Miguel Angel to be able to position himself. Or be able to go through those rocks without clipping them, without maybe even ending up on top of them, and of course risking those Gold Squadron troopers blocking him onto one of the rocks. So he's going to have to kind of like just kind of circle around on the outskirts of that little debris cloud area. Well, debris cloud is another term. I shouldn't use that then. Let's say that that obstacle field. Yeah, he's going to have to kind of swirl around the outside of those 5 obstacles as the 2 Jedis kind of like scoot around inside.
You bump, yeah.
Yeah, Lando bumps into the back of Hero.
You have bump on your ship, so you don't have a...
Or at least that's what Artus thinks. And Anakin goes 5 speed straight into that asteroid field. Now here he's probably, I think he might just be at range there of Hero at least, maybe even Lando. Lando's just a little bit further back, so what he's gonna maybe want to try and do is maybe take that boost, maybe take that fine-tune controls. Yeah, uses fine-tune controls to boost to the right, which was a surprise, because that's probably bringing him a little bit closer to the possibility of getting shot by Lando. And then he's going to try and barrel roll. He wants to try and make sure he gets a shot off this round, which I see as being daring, because he may, let's have a look here, he's definitely going to receive fire from Lando. I think he's out of arc of Hero. Oh, so what's he got? Blank and blank, no result. And takes 3 shields.
3.
Too much glare there. I can see there's a hit and a crit and a focus at least. So nothing happens there. And they go back to dials. Okay. Right, so here you've got Sebastian is obviously trying to look to take the engagement into the asteroid field and try and force Miguel, Lando and Hera to kind of circle around the outside. I'll be right back. I just want to double check the pairing list. Okay, so Miguel Angel wants to try and keep arc, of course, Hera's arc especially, on the ships as they move into the asteroid field. To be able to try and keep pressure on, because otherwise he's just going to end up having them take pot shots at him. They've got the advantage of the rocks for defense. I mean, he's got it as well, but he can't really try and take, unless he's got really good positional strength. Being able to go into that asteroid field is a very dangerous position for him to put the two large base ships into. He's going to get blocked onto those rocks. He may even just clip them accidentally himself, because they're very tightly packed. So there's not much space in that area of the board for those two large bases, especially once Sebastian moves his own ships into that area. And they're off.
She gave an action to Anakin to make a lot on Lando. I go. You can. And one, sorry. And for me, I'll take
So he's decided to go in. He's managed to get Lando in there perfectly, but I think Hera's gone onto the rock.
No, look. Yeah. Look. It's another.
You have put this one. This one is not in the...
No, because I move a lot.
I So
Yes,
when you push this one, you push
Yes.
you move this.
because I move with the seat, I put a lot for the right. You understand?
Yeah, but you have bump next to the restaurant.
If you are in the same, you don't bump. Because you move in the same.
Yeah.
You don't bump.
Yes, you move, you bump.
No bump, you don't bump.
Yeah.
Really. Really.
Really, for me, you move this one. You move this one. Yeah. For me, you move this one when you push it.
Okay.
Looks like he's managed to get away without touching the rocks. Sebastian seems to believe that there was a collision and an overlap. There were...
Which one?
Tomas,
No stress.
final player count?
No stress. With focus for him. And
189. So there were just under 200 sign-ups at 198 yesterday. 189 have made it. A large number of British players were supposed to travel over on the Eurostar yesterday, but there were some power difficulties, and that meant that a lot of them haven't managed to make it as they were getting on one of the midpoints of the route. So yeah, there's been a few drops due to that, due to the traffic. Not traffic, the transport difficulties. Okay, so Sebastian, Anakin gets 1-2 and a crit, re-rolls, gets a focus. Thinking about spending that focus, doesn't do it, takes 2 and a crit, and focus on Miguel Angel's dice. Takes 2 and the first damage card. It's fate. It's not a crit. Alright, it's not a crit then.
First land. Okay. First attack in this ship. Okay.
okay. Range 2.
Lando attacks the Gold Squadron Trooper and gets 3 hits and 2 evades,
One.
One.
so just 1 damage.
Second in the other, okay?
And the second attack he's going to do on the other Gold Squadron Trooper gets 1 hit and a crit.
It's range 3 or 2?
No, 2.
2. Okay. You can use the same turret.
Yes.
Yeah.
But different
I-
target.
Ah, okay.
Blank and focus,
Okay.
1 and crit. And that's a disabled power regulator.
One.
One you.
One ion.
Okay.
The other. ¿Qué te van a matar este? Attack this, okay? 4 dice.
So 1 focus and 2 crits.
You saw, okay? This is a crit.
One. So one
Two
and
crits.
one and 2 crit. Okay.
Alright, 1 evade takes we saw having called him, and that's
You
the
perform an action where 1 attack dice, and after you shuffle 1 damage.
and that's a fuel leak. There's a wounded pilot and a fuel leak.
Okay.
Okay.
Second dorsal versus the same.
Yeah.
Oh, I went to the wrong ship.
Shower that time.
He uses saw again, and he gets from 2 focus, 2 hits,
So
2 crits.
2 crits after a focus and a blank.
yes, crit. Oh shit.
Or shower.
There is no. Okay, so he died too. Say so first before we engage. So
Yeah,
one more,
console fire
and then 1 critical and okay.
Okay.
and the structural loose stabilizer, I should say.
And you go.
So Ashoka.
2 versus 1.
Yeah.
Ahsoka firing, gets 2 hits, no evade,
2 more.
2 damage onto Lando.
We didn't use our sound. And
And
the last.
this one on the same for
Remember Ion? Ion.
yeah for my own too.
The Gold Squadron Trooper
So
fires on Lando as well. and gets hit and hit. And Morpheo rolls, focus, spends the focus, takes 1. To say, Morpheo is Miguel Angel's nickname in the community. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. And they are back to dials.
Can you give me the jar for the B6? I have to remember.
I have to make these columns exactly the same width. Okay, so a pretty poor round there for Sebastian. The combo fire of Hera and Lando being able to shoot twice, and Hera being able to get enough damage through to destroy one of the Gold Squadron troopers already gives him less of a blocking opportunity now with only just 1 ship left, and that ship being ionized as well, thanks to the disable power regulator. So Miguel was lucky to have managed to get his ships into a position where they didn't bump and managed to just avoid overlapping that asteroid in that round, giving himself enough firepower to take that 1 ship off the board. Now, when the maneuver was made, Sebastian believed that Hera had bumped into the back of Lando, and Miguel Angel argued that as both ships were in contact before the maneuver, that they both fit, because it's the same maneuver that they've done, so that it's technically impossible for them to overlap.
It's good. Okay, the young movement. Focus. Car. Shoka.
Ahsoka. That Gold Squadron is pretty well placed right now to be able to get a good shot into Hera. As I think she's going to get stuck on the rock. I don't see her unless she does like some crazy fast move, but she's got the ability to change the directions of maneuvers, so maybe he's dialed in one of those maneuvers to be able to switch it and escape to the left or to the right according to what sort of options he's got available. And Lando has probably gone for not a K turn, because that would put him on top of the rock with the red dot on it, but maybe healer, because he's got Bistan on the gunner. That's what lets him fire at 2 different targets. And then Num makes his Banks green maneuvers. And the protective co-pilot gives him 2 focuses. So yeah, maybe a 5k from the ghost would slot him in perfectly there.
Oh, I changed the deal. I put 4 coins in this.
Yeah, is this Éclecté, 1300, one, and this one is supposed to be 6.
Yes, but I put back. This is this. No, not this.
I can't, it's an open, you put under a good maneuver. You make a good maneuver, so you only can use the Asuka power.
Okay, move this. 3.
So it looks like there was some discussion about whether or not there was a mistake with the dial. And ooh,
Stop on the before. Yeah.
and that puts Hira in a very difficult position now. She's bumped into Ahsoka, and the Gold Squadron and Anakin are going to have range 1 shots on her. Anakin out of arc. She's going to be able to return fire on that Gold Squadron. She maybe even pilot skill Gold Squadron off the table before he gets the opportunity to take her out. Takes 1 damage for the rock.
This, 3.
Has he lost more shields? I guess he has. Looks like he's only got 1 left. I'm not sure when that happened.
That's good. Okay.
Target load in the other and double focus, okay?
Target locking the Gold Squadron Trooper for the free action from Lando, and Perceptive Co-Pilot as main action gives him 2 focus tokens. Anakin looks like he's done a K turn. Yeah. So Hira here is going to take a range 1 shot from Anakin.
So
Maybe Anakin's going to want to try and focus his fire on Lando.
so 1 with stress and make a lock on the.
Okay. And you go.
Okay, so take the lock.
2, 4.
This is no shot. Lando, okay. 4 dice in this.
So Hira fires on the Gold Squadron Trooper, gets 3, spends the target lock, gets a focus. So 3 hits and a focus. Blank and evade.
3, that's enough.
And that's a dead Gold Squadron Trooper.
And the other attack in this, okay?
Yeah.
4 dice, same. Focus. No, it's normal.
Oh yeah, it's normal.
It's normal, it's okay.
Okay. So 3. Use
He's got
focus.
2 hits, a focus and a crit. Spends the focus, gets 3 evades,
Use
takes
focus.
Oh yes, okay. So
a crit. On Ahsoka. Ahsoka got out of that without too much difficulty. So it was Lando that fired on the Gold Squadron Trooper, and then the Bistan attack gave him the second attack onto Ahsoka. background you can see Alec Thorne, organised play manager for Europe.
And 7 for interest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I'll be honest, I don't see much of an opportunity for Sebastian to recover from this now, having only Ahsoka and Anakin Skywalker. They are two very powerful ships. Lando's in a bad position as far as health is concerned. Maybe if they can take maximize positioning through the next couple of rounds, they can get Lando off, maybe not this round, the next round. And with luck, keep themselves up by points. Right now he's got half points on... He's lost half points on both Lando and Hira Syndulla. Yeah, well for now he's ahead, but like he's got to make sure he doesn't lose anything else. Yeah, that's right? It's that Ahsoka's got 2 shields because she's got the shield upgrade. Yeah. Okay. This is an awesome venue. I love this venue. The lighting is just right. Apart from like the first round where it was a bit hard to see Miguel Angel's tablet, but like now he's not got the reflection from the light above. We can see those results perfectly. I can see the results on the shiny dice. I love this venue. Last time I was here was in November for the national championship. We were in a different room and the overhead lighting was causing some sort of flickering on the player camera there, which is now gone. Not sure what the difference was between one room and the other. Maybe it's because of the direction the camera was kind of like it was going in the same kind of like it was perpendicular to the lights, electricity flow, and so I was it's perpendicular? No, yeah, perpendicular to the lights' electricity flow, and so you were just seeing that constant pulsing from it. Now this time the lights are orientated the other way maybe, and that's what's not causing some sort of problem. Let's see. Here comes Miguel Angel taking a short maneuver to bank to the right with Hira. Ahsoka K-turned behind 2 ships. He reinforces the rear for a defensive boost. Now he's going to be taking fire from behind, and he's not got much option as far as firing backwards. Lando takes a free bank over the asteroid.
No action, you're on the rock.
No, because...
yes, you have made your rock. That's right.
Gets hit by the asteroid. Uses the ability from Lando to take the perceptive co-pilot action to get 2 focus tokens. Did I see him take the card or? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 damage cards.
Okay, so use 1.
Yeah, he definitely rolled a hit on the asteroid. Maybe I miscounted the damage cards before. I thought he had 4 before.
And make a burst. Okay. two.
No, no, no.
Yeah, you arranged to win my.
With the stone.
Above my. Yeah. Okay, the rock. Critical, too critic. Too critic.
Two.
Yeah.
That's not worked.
I don't do restraint.
Yeah.
One damage. Before.
Go backwards.
A me.
I can't.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So he got a loose stabilizer and a damaged engine.
Okay.
A hull breach, sorry. Loose stabilizer and a hull breach on Lando there. Now my calculations is that leaves him with one hull point left, but it looks like he's only got damage cards, leaving him with two. The hit and a crit gets evaded by Anakin.
And for me,
But loses two shields.
Range 3 with rock.
Ahsoka firing through the rock.
Range 2 with rock, sorry. No, 3, that's right.
One focus and one ball. Is it a hit? It's a hit, yeah. And a blank and a focus. Takes one. And they go back to dials.
So no stray, and the second is before you shuffle one for another match, one shot.
So regardless, now Lando is either 1 or 2 hit points away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so the right number of cards are on the board now, right? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 cards. Or no. No, there's like the card text underneath. So maybe there's only 6 cards there. I don't know. Like I say, I'm a bit confused. It seemed like he when he hit the rock, he didn't take a damage card. Maybe it's I'm just miscounting the number of damage cards he had. For now, I'm going to put the situation he has on the table because that's what it is.
Okay, that's good.
So Ahsoka two straights.
To give Annie focus. And for block on arrow.
I consider. Because I confuse the dials
You
all the
make
time.
so you make the
Nah, it's the same. It's the same.
so
So is he? Did he just concede the game because he mistook his dials?
Very impressive score, but
yeah, if you need, he consent the game.
do you fly off or you make a mistake
You make a free.
Me cogí equivocado 2 veces con los diales.
Lo vi a
antes, esta vez
Sí, te hace lo
que
mismo.
Lando iba a ir fuera, ¿no?
Sí, he hecho un 4 koi con ese y un 3 para el otro. Me da igual.
Ok. Vale. Vale, pues ya está. Felicitación. ¿Quieres venir a hacer una entrevista?
Paso.
Pues entonces, you want to come do an interview?
Okay, Sebastian, félicitations. You have won your first game today. Excuse me, won your first game today. You have, oh wait, I've not got your microphone turned up, hang on. There we go, okay, right. And that's it, you won the last System Open here in Paris just over a year ago. And now, do you think you might get as far as you did last time? Do you think there's a possibility of winning again?
I'm not sure. I try this composition with Ahsoka and Anakin since 3 months, but I don't train enough for playing against the actual meta.
Yeah.
And I know there's some very good guy.
Yeah. There's plenty of high-level players have made it here today. We had had the points change just before, like a few weeks ago. Did that affect much your planning as far as what you're going to take?
Yeah. My list was with before the change of the list point with Ashoka with the title too. Mm-hmm. So now I change. I only take a shield more, but not title. She's more less aggressive.
Yeah.
But she have more evade. Perhaps can do it, and she's a very good pilot with a free action possibility in the game. So
okay, cool. Anyway, thank you very much for appearing on stream again.
Thank you.
Best of luck for the rest of your games. Okay.
Thank you very much.